People say us tailors all sound the same, but I find that rather offensive. Oh, my man, if I had $1 for every time somebody said to me, haven't I
Howdy,
met
Red
you
Dead
somewhere
fans,
else?
and welcome to the live stream. It is Thursday, March 28th, 2024. Today we are celebrating 3 years of live streaming. I actually started live streaming 3 years ago tomorrow, but I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, so we're pushing it up a day. We're celebrating early.
To see all of our excellent options.
Hey, John, how's it going? Welcome. First one here. That's right. Let me just... Still getting set up here, so just give me a moment or two while I do that. We'll get started with the actual stream in just a second. If you watch us on the replay and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel and you like Red Dead content, I encourage you to go ahead and do so. If you like gaming in general, I'm getting ready to post a number of Prince of Persia Lost Crown videos. So those will be coming soon. Actually finished that up yesterday. Finished the story mode, platinum the game, and then 100% of the game later that evening. Last evening. So, Miss Dixon, welcome. John, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, for the most part, I do Red Dead content on this channel. So like I said, if you like Red Dead content, you're new to the channel, and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on, set them to all, and hopefully YouTube will notify you whenever I do go live or post video.
My changing room is available.
Just taking a few more seconds here to share the link to some Discord channels. We'll get started with the actual live stream in just another moment or two. Hi Thomas, how's it going? Can you join the crew? I don't really have a crew these days. It's just me, solo. But when we did have a crew, I was pretty cautious with who I let join. I don't typically let people join first time in stream. But if you want to hang out to get to know everybody a little better, probably best idea, given that it gives you a chance to check to make sure the playstyles match. Michael, good morning. How are you? Thanks for hopping in. Alright, the share is complete. The link has been shared. Let's go ahead and start this thing off here with some dailies. Take a look at what we will be doing for the day. I gotta be honest, Morgan's not feeling too well today. Well, just well enough to go to school, but she's been coughing quite a bit. So I'll be upfront about it. I may get a phone call and need to go pick up one of my girls from school early today. So keep that in mind as we go through this. All right, general dailies. One biggest fish contest completed. 5,280 distance travel by wagon with a posse member. 3 player kills with thrown weapons and free roam events. 1 Sean McGuire mission completed. 10 vaults on horseback. 1 visit the shop in Strawberry. 3 vultures plucked. So that PvP is going to hang us up a little bit. Thrown weapons and free roam events. I don't know. Probably 6 or 7 kind of day. We'll see how it goes. Under role challenges, yours may look a little different from mine when you're looking at this. I have maxed out all of my roles, so therefore I have these role challenges, whereas you may only have 1 role challenge depending how far along you are with ranking up your roles. But anyway, Bounty Hunter for max roll, 2 bounties brought in from West Elizabeth posters, 1 bounty completed without killing an enemy or bounty target, 1 player bounty collected. Trader, 3 camp stews eaten, 20 carcasses donated within 10 minutes, 2 resupply missions completed. Collector, 3 antique alcohol bottles found, 5 bird eggs found, and 3 collector maps used. Moonshiner, 1 completed special moonshine recipe, 1 drank own strong moonshine, 2 times moonshine bar dance for 2 minutes. And Naturalist, 1 time don't kill an animal for 24 in-game hours, 2 hardy tonics used when too hot or too cold, and 2 legendary animals found using pheromones. So we're going to get this one for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. We may need to rely on some... Oh, you know what? We're not going to get 9 today. I can tell you that right now. We're just not going to get 9 today. We can do this one, but this one always bugs. And this one always bugs. Well, I shouldn't say it always bugs. I'm not doing player bounties, put it that way. So maybe 8 for 9 kind of day. I don't think we'll have 20 carcasses to donate. I can open collector maps, so I'm not going to do that. And maybe we'll get the legendary animals found using pheromones. I shouldn't rule it out. But I don't do the hardy tonics one. So we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. But like I said, we may get an emergency call anyway, so I may need to bounce out of here. Let's start with at least trying to do this biggest fish contest completed. I know I've had issues with this one in the past when I'm in a private lobby, but let's see if we can get Blondie to start this up for us. Hey, Captain Yellow, how's it going? Welcome. Congrats on 3 years. Thank you, Cassie. Appreciate that. I think you've been here for at least 2.5 of them. So, appreciate that. You picked a 5 duck eggs at ONG Lidian today? Yeah, that's the best thing to do, I think. I think it's, anytime the bird eggs one, it's just easiest to go with the duck eggs. You gotta make sure you clear them out, though. I've had too many before, and then I get all the way over there, and I don't even see the nest, right? Like, if you're an eagle eye, if you have too many, you won't even see that it's there. Are the dailies still bugging even after the patch? So the only thing that hasn't happened, we haven't had a chance to test it yet, because let me show you real quick, right? So we have to have under naturalist role 3 farmland animal samples, or 3 forest river samples, or 3 mountain grassland or desert, whatever, wetland, whatever the case may be, in order to even test that. I still think it's going to be a month or so before they even put those back in, if they even put them back in, because once it started bugging, it was a month or so before they took them out. So that's the only way for us really to be able to tell. I know they said they patched it, but if they don't ever put that daily back into the daily challenge menu, then we're not ever going to get to test it. So for some reason, it's not letting me do the biggest fish contest in this private lobby, and I'm not going to stress over it, because it's 0.2 gold, and I don't really need it, so. Alright, Laura, how's it going? Alright, so let's hop back out of Blondie's posse then. We tried. I tried. I mean, I guess I could start his up. We'll try that maybe a little later if I feel like it. But distance, so I should have stayed in. Distance travel by wagon with a posse member. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's try it from his posse. And then I'm going to deliver Moonshine anyway to get that wagon distance. Let's have Blondie join. Best day of the year, opening day of baseball. That's right. I think my Orioles start at 2 o'clock today. Honestly, though, I haven't been paying too much attention to it. I need to get on the ball. Baseball season is just too long. 162 games is kind of outrageous. Oh, there we go. It works from his posse. Interesting. I wonder why she couldn't launch it. So weird. Locate a body of water. I found one. Big ass body of water right here. I know there's lake sturgeon, but I think I gotta go a little further outside of town. Locate a body of water. Hey Arthur, how's it going? I told you though, I'm not on Discord that often, so I just saw him first thing this morning as I was getting ready to go live. I saw that you sent them. I didn't even see what you sent. There we go. Yeah, they're playing the Angels. I saw that. Let's just do Lakewood. It says it's good for sturgeon and muskie. So I'm not sure, but I think I remember in the past someone saying that you have to at least, one person in the posse has to at least catch one fish in order for this to count. £18 bad boy. Nice. I'll hold on to this. Sell to the butcher once the timer's over. The downside of this is, you know, now we're kind of just standing around not doing anything. Maybe I can look and see where there may be some collectibles in the area. I am from the United States, northeastern United States, what they call New England, which I know sounds weird to my old England folks, the OG England, but yeah, we call it New England here, specifically Connecticut, the state of Connecticut. Alright, let's take a look at our collector map. What were the collector dailies? I saw alcohol bottles, I forget what else I saw there. Oh yeah, the bird eggs, we talked about the bird eggs. Alcohol bottles and bird eggs. There's one in Strawberry, which we have to go to anyway. That could be kind of funny. Ride to Strawberry with a fish on our back in the middle of the biggest fish contest. We have to visit a shop in Strawberry today, so we'll go to this butcher, I suppose. .5 minutes still with our biggest fish contest. Alcohol bottle and Strawberry. And then maybe we'll head over to ONG later and grab the bird eggs. Oh wait, where's this guy? All of them did it.
Morning.
What? This guy's stuck. Look at this guy. He's stuck in here. Oh! Now he's on top of stuff. Oh, he just flicked a cigarette at me. This dude is insane. That's my Don't Kill an Animal challenge. Oh, he threw another cigarette at me. This dude. Oh, man. Michael's doing his first stream? Nice. Today around noon. I'll try to pop in, man.
Pleasant morning.
If I'm done by then, of course.
Hey.
You're building the baseball stadium in Minecraft? Nice. Yeah, that was insane. I'm getting cigarettes thrown at me.
Get some coins to rub. The great earth tilted.
Yeah. This guy's still over here. Look at this guy.
Sons of bitches.
You throw another cigarette at me? I think he just dropped it. This dude's smoking a pack of smokes. Let's get out of here. Look out.
What is your problem?
Lady Ashley, member for 9 months, outlaw for life. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the congratulations, too. Yeah, it's been 3 years since my very first live stream. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Never seen that before. Yeah, me either. That's why I keep coming back to this game, man. It's like, just when you think you've seen it all. I mean, I've seen guys get stuck in boxes and crates before, but they don't usually throw cigarettes at you on top of it. You ran out of materials, so you're getting more? Nice. Once you built it, you send the pic? Alright, yeah, sounds cool. I know, you're on Instagram, right? Just, DM me. Or whatever. Tag me in it, I don't care. Oh, what? Oh, the legendary coyote! Oh, God. Well, good thing my don't kill an animal challenge is over. Halfway across Big Valley. What is the white paw? Was that a arrowhead coyote over there too? Or is that my fish falling off my horse? Let's go. It's so funny, now that I'm back on my horse, he's chasing me again. Call my horse so that I could chase you. This is some fishing contest. Think you're outlaw for life without being a member for long? Yeah, it's like different designations, right? So there's like outlaw, junior outlaw, and then outlaw for life is like the highest threshold. It's the most expensive, but also most prestigious of the outlaws. But yeah, I didn't get a notification when you signed up, Cassie, so thank you. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a long-time subscriber. Always coming in and participating in chats.
Son of a... I don't need or want your company. You hear?
Now there's trouble on the road. This guy's gonna shoot me. Go around. You got plenty of room, bro. There you go. Biggest fish contest completed. I'm glad that one actually worked. Blondie got it too. That's good. Alright, let's go check in with the butcher and strawberry. We're gonna have to come back for these bird eggs. I want to do this wagon one. Blondie's kind of just hanging out at her dead camp, and I feel like she's gonna get timed out. If I mess around for too long, I'll probably forget about her. So we'll go to strawberry. We'll sell this fish to the butcher. We'll pop over to the Moonshine shack. We'll do a delivery, which should give us the distance on the wagon with a posse member. And then when I restart my Moonshine, we'll do a special batch. So, bunch of dailies coming up here. Created a second character, made a female this time. Nice. Yeah, I feel like everyone should have both characters. One male, one female. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do for a third character. We were talking about that a little bit the other day.
Hello.
There's your visit shop. You don't actually have to sell them anything. You just have to come into the area of the butcher. In this case, I have this fish I want to sell, and I've been kind of trying to sell lots of stuff to the butcher. So we'll see what we have to sell him. Probably not much. Looks like maybe just a fish. I want to keep my herptile meat for, I think, warm stew. There's a stew you can make with it. These guys are both succulent. Hold on to my flight feathers. Small animals will keep. I could probably sell them these 2 pelts. I'll do that.
Lucky this is popular.
I mean, you gotta sell 1,000 items, so you can't be too picky. Alright, let's go over to the Moonshine Shack.
Thank you for your custom.
Hey, Monet, how's it going? Good morning to you as well. Thank you. I should have grabbed that alcohol bottle at least while I was there. I'm going to forget about it later, but... Oh. A little violent with Blondie entering. I'm going to actually go do this roadblock, though, for sure. Shotgun headshots are still a thing. Still a requirement. Necessity. We're doing alright though. I think we're at like 200? Somewhere between 100 and 200. Probably get some alcohol bottles off these guys, maybe. That'll help. It's one way to get collectible. There you go. First one. First try, dude. First try. It's one way to collect antique alcohol bottles. Do a lot of bootleg missions. Alright, back up to the shack. Actually do this moonshine delivery I've been talking about for like 5-10 minutes now. So if you don't follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I completed Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown yesterday. Story mode complete, platinum complete, and later in the day I got 100% as well. It was pretty challenging 100%. I'm not going to say it was as challenging in terms of grinding as Red Dead. I think I did the whole thing in like 60-something hours. But man, there were some tough parts. I'll post a bunch of videos so you guys can see, but there's these like coins. Go figure, coins. Me and the coins, man. There's these coins that you have to get, and there's some really hard to reach places. Like you have to like vault over all these obstacles and jump off walls and zip across to another wall and do a flip and imprint yourself so that you can come back in time, and there's just like, it's insane. There's an insane amount of maneuvers and abilities in that game. But I'm gonna post a bunch of videos so you guys can see just how crazy that stuff is, but I gotta edit them first. But I do have a bunch of ideas. Reset to twice for selling to the butcher, close to resetting it for the third time. Yeah, I think I might. I'm somewhere near there.
Yes?
I think I've done it at least twice. Final Fantasy Area 2 after 2 days, the players were targeting you and killing you. It was 9 players in one session. Jeez. Sounds brutal. Alright, let's have Blondie hop on. I think we'll get our distance here. If not, we can always do her Moonshine delivery as well. Alright, Cassie, take care. Thanks again. I appreciate it. And definitely get some rest. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's watching this familiar with Prince of Persia. A really cool game. Sands of Time. Back on like PS2, I want to say. Might have been PS3, but I think it might have been as far as PS2. It's similar to Assassin's Creed. So I think they stopped making them. It's both Ubisoft. So they stopped making the Prince of Persia games. And then they came back with this one. It's a totally different style, which I wasn't sure about at first, but man, I dig it. And I might look into more games in that same kind of genre. I don't know if we're getting the distance on this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe exploring some more of that type of game. But it was a lot of fun. Decent story, but more so, it's more of an exploration type game and crazy boss battle type game. But I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. And now I've got another platinum to my name, so it's pretty cool. You have a full wagon to sell? You're just going to sell it later? Yeah, I would just wait if you're getting griefed. Because they're probably going to keep following you around now. They're onto you. They're onto your scent. You might just have to hop out for an hour or so. Sometimes even lobby hopping doesn't help for some reason. Alright, so we're about 1,700 shy. We're going to go back to the shack and we'll start a special Moonshine. But there's other ways to get this daily. It's easy enough just to go and steal a wagon somewhere and drive it around, but I figure we combine 2 in 1. This way I can sell my Moonshine, clear it out, which gives me the room to start another one. Oh, whoops, I wanted to enter with posse so we can bring Blondie back, and I forgot. But even if you are familiar with the Prince of Persia games, this one was so different, I feel like you don't necessarily need to know. Just being aware that they exist. If you're familiar with them, it's cool because they brought back a lot of the special abilities, but it's not the same prince. It's not even like the same story per se. But there's some cool abilities, like basically do like a wall run, even though there's not a wall there, which is kind of cool. And then you can do like a double jump.
Off, I must finish it. Allons-y.
So there's just some really cool abilities that you,
This will put
as your
airs
character
on your
progresses
face,
through the story,
yes?
you get more and more of the abilities.
C'est agréable. Now we wait.
Alright, so that special Moonshine is working.
Très bien.
Let me drop the
That was
posse.
a good sale.
We'll have Blondie start hers back up. And we should definitely get that wagon distance with her delivery, no doubt. But like I said, you can just go to like Blackwater or Valentine, steal a wagon. Saint-Denis, there's wagons everywhere in Saint-Denis, just steal one. If you're not interested in doing the Moonshine portion of it.
This batch is parfait. We can ship it whenever you like.
Actually, you know what? Swamp the reins. This way I can shoot if, for some reason, I get chased. I don't even care if they blow up the Moonshine, honestly. As long as I get that distance.
Stop that wagon!
They're chasing.
Go to see what you have in there. You need to slow that wagon.
This can be difficult with the other character, the passenger seat. We need it for the daily. But normally I would have her hop off. It makes it easier to shoot the guys when they're pursuing. Look at these guys. 3 of them. Those are trying to get their daily too. NPCs trying to get their daily. Hey Adam, how's it going? There's daily. I'd like to try to keep them to my side of the wagon, but they're all on that side. Go figure. Alright, have him drop from her posse. Actually, not too far from Sean. We need to do Sean mission today, so we'll come back over here. And while he's in cinematic, I'll try to get her back. Start another one of her bashes up. Talking about me? I'm your favorite RDO streamer? If you're talking to me, I'm doing great. I'm just surprised to hear that I'm anyone's favorite Red Dead YouTube streamer. Thank you. Wasn't actually planning on streaming today. I know originally I said I was going to stream on Tuesday, at the end of the Tuesday stream. but I didn't get to do what I wanted to do on Wednesday. So I was hoping to do it today, but then with Morgan potentially being sick and having to come home from school, like, look, she's not really sick. Like, she's not like stomach virus sick or whatever, but she does have a cough. So if she has to come home, I thought she had strep throat, but then this morning she was fine. So wouldn't have sent her to school, but she didn't have a fever. She said she felt fine, so we'll see how it goes. I'm ready for a text message from Lady Outlaws at any minute saying that I gotta end stream and go get the
so
kids.
You did it. So, someone just sent me this.
Hey Crimson, how's it going? Welcome.
Notes. It's different.
Love how my horse matches my outfit or my character.
You know.
I try to match them up a little bit.
Crack.
Stillwater Creek.
Let's go, you fool.
Alligator. It's an easy one. So this will not only give us a credit for a daily, but we've got story missions, or free roam missions rather, pinned. That's going to take a while. But we're close on blood money, and because it's from a blood money giver, that'll count. So this says 89, watch later it'll say 90. Even though I didn't do blood money mission from him, it was just a free roam mission, it still counts towards the awards. And actually would count if it were daily as well. It's not, but if it were a daily to do a blood money crime mission, you can do a free roam mission from any one of the blood money givers. Sean, Anthony Foreman, James Langton, or Joe. Yeah, like I've been saying, I wish I could take credit for this. I guess I can take partial credit, but most of the credit goes to another YouTuber, Gaming Flicks, who had their community out, the featured in the community outfit this month. So pretty cool. I like when the community outfits are kind of easy to either just wear or modify slightly to suit your character's needs. This was a good one, so shout out to Gaming Flicks for creating a great outfit, great cowboy looking outfit. So this is very similar to the bear hunt we did the other day for Hamish. Just gotta look for clues. Should be 3 of them. I'll always take a free toad when I get one. Investigate the noise. So that's pretty cool. It's the, those alligators were in, like, wave 5 of the Halloween CTAs this year. With that color pattern. I don't know if it's the same exact color pattern. I don't know why it would be any different. But, might be, like, reverse of that with the black and the white. And then, as with all story missions, or blood money missions, or bounties, make sure you're in them for at least 3 minutes, otherwise you won't get paid. Most of them take like 3 minutes just to ride to where you're going, but... And that's not 3 minutes on the timer on the game, it's like an internal timer that you have to have, either set your own timer, or, you know, just like I said, know that if you do less than 3 minutes, you're not getting paid for it. Where am I going? Oh, is this really the drop-off spot? I wouldn't have gone to the cinematic. I thought we'd bring it back to Sean. It's been a while since I've done this one. Should be daily complete. Sean McGuire mission. .16, so I must have been in it for at least 6 minutes. Stop and see the fence real quick. I'm not sure I have anything to sell him, but let's find out. Oh yeah, there you go, some gold teeth, look at that. We'll sell one of these watches. I'm just gonna hold on to at least 3 cases of daily tomorrow. I'm sure we'll pick other stuff up along the way today, but I want to make sure, just in case. It makes it really easy to do that fence daily, if it's daily tomorrow. It's another one of our pinned items.
Yeah. Anyway.
923, so we're getting close there. Biggest fish, done. Wagons, done. Let's go do these vaults. Actually, we can do these right here. Make sure I don't run anybody over. I don't want to set it off down here at these lanes. It's probably a better spot to do this. I usually do this either at Manzanita Post or... There's some good spots outside of roads with some low rock walls. Emerald, there's a bunch of fences at Emerald. Anyway, there's a bunch of obstacles to hop over. A roadblock over here too. Should be 8. 9 and 10. Daily done. Easy enough. We visited Strawberry. Now we're just gonna find some vultures. But before we do any of that, we're gonna need daytime anyway. So let's go do this. Roadblock. Never pin things you should. It would help in the story, I bet. Yeah. I never do that either. In fact, I think Jedi is the one who first turned me out of doing that kind of stuff. in Forbidden West with creating jobs for if you need like materials to upgrade a satchel or whatever, upgrade a weapon, because you forget. And then at the end, like, you know, especially in story, then you're doing all these different like side missions, try and rank your character up. But yeah, I started doing it here, just kind of keep track of stuff. I usually do it once something gets to like 75%. Once it reaches that like white color, right? So, like just for hunting, for example, this one's in the white. It's not even close. But like this green one, not worried about that. Green one, not worried about that. I'll worry about those as they get closer. But even like this bird thing, I didn't bother pinning that because I know I'm not going to spend a ton of time killing flying birds. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. It helps help you keep track of what you're doing. And if you have a little free time after doing whatever you want to do for that day, and you're like, oh man, what should I do next? I think it helps. A little more distance between me and these guys. A little higher up too, maybe. Man, someone's got a beat on me. Dude. Hey, I wasn't too close to these guys. Moved too fast. So I'm getting shot.
Boy, I will cut you into...
Hey, Hillbilly, how's it going? Another alcohol bottle. That'd be nice to get 3 of them just from looting these guys, and then not have to worry about going anywhere else. I mean, I know there's one in Strawberry, so even if that's our last one from looting, I know where to get the 3rd one. Alright. We still need vultures. It's still not morning. Close, though. We're getting closer. Let's see if we can get a camp. Let's head over to Strawberry right now and grab that last alcohol bottle. Oh, nailed it. Coming in hot, look out. Nixon was talking about earlier. Duck eggs are over at Owen today. So we'll grab those. I'm gonna stop right here, but the duck eggs are like right there somewhere. Why did you slow down, you silly horse? Maintain the speed at which I put you. Hey Key, how's it going? Yeah, 3 years. Whoop whoop. 3 years. It's actually tomorrow, but I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow because everybody's off. Kids are off. Lady Outlaws is off from work, so we're gonna probably do something as a family. So I figured I'd stream today, and we'll call today the Stream-iversary. But thank you, appreciate it. Batman, how's it going? Been out in the woods, got an old new tractor, been playing. Nice. What you been playing? Been playing woods? I like playing woods. I haven't played woods in a long time, man. Freaking stopped hiking when the dog was born. The dog was born when the kids were born. So, and now the dog's old, so we don't get to go out as much as we used to. SCNS, thank you. Appreciate it. It's more of a long-term thing than anything, but yeah, it's cool. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun these last 3 years. I did not know what I was getting into. Probably wasn't prepared. Most definitely wasn't prepared. But overall, a lot of fun, and looking forward to many more. Many, many more. There's your duck eggs. Leave me alone, muskrat. Nope, don't. Get out of here. Little griefer. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you everyone. Much appreciated. Duck eggs. More gold. You know what? Let's take a look at where we're at. I know we need the vultures. What I might do, start my little coin run. Because I'm not sure. Roll challenges, we're at 6. Not doing either one of those two. That one's cooking. Not doing that one. Yeah. I think I'm comfortable saying that I'm done with dailies for today. I may try to look for some vultures, but for the most part, I think it's time to start the coin search. Go around, get some kills, kill some NPCs, know what I'm saying? Maybe sample some legendary animals, clear some ambushes, clear some hideouts, help people in need if they need it. So just kind of going through the map and marking off the spots where I know, the random spots where I know I'm not going to get a coin. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to regenerate my route here too. That's better. Alright, let's go. down here, where there's usually a hideout. There's a dedicated coin spot today, so we'll go to Armadillo. As we're making our way through the desert, we'll keep an eye out for vultures. Armadillo is really the best spot for that. North of Armadillo, south of Armadillo. Follow the train tracks, and they like to roost up on top of the telephone poles. There's also that one vulture static spawn point on the signpost just east of Armadillo, but we'll get to all that. We'll see. I'm not going to stress over vultures on a day like today. $48 spots. Looks like maybe only 37 that we have to check today, which is good. Let's see if we can get a camp. There we go. Yeah, Adam. Rank 1000. I hit it back in August, I think. August or September. Sometime late last summer. Can make it private easy, but an officer is a bit harder. Trying to make a Confederate uniform in RDO. I had one at one point. In fact, I was going to. Hey, Gen X, how's it going? When I was doing the Halloween CTAs and Bulger Glade, I actually had one. I might still have a picture of that somewhere. It's not that hard. I think it's easier to make a Confederate one than just to make a Union soldier. Yeah, because I was thinking at the time, I thought that the allies in the Bulger Glade Halloween CTA were Raiders, Lemoyne Raiders, because there's that Union soldier dummy that they use for like target practice or whatever, but they're not. They're actually I think they're Braithwaites that are the allies. Might be Greys too, but they're definitely not Raiders. I remember once I realized that, I was like, oh, my outfit doesn't really make any sense. Gen X member for 6 months. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Outlaw for life. Unreal. Go with the Unreal one. That's awesome. But yes, thank you, sir. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here in chats most days, even though I know you're busy streaming yourself, content creating yourself. So I appreciate you taking time out to be here. Another roadblock? Why is it always foggy during my roadblocks, not letting me get my sniper rifle kills? Yeah, Outlaw Pass 1, exactly. Which very few people have, unfortunately. I wish they would release it, re-release it. Where is the rock I usually stand on? Because that one is too close. Maybe we'll just duck behind it. Kind of behind it. Treasure map. Ooh. Fire. fire now. Stand up under Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. It's so funny to hear everyone call him that. I knew him as The Rock, so I appreciate that joke. First it was The Rock, then it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, now it's just Dwayne Johnson. I saw an old clip recently, I forget, like it just popped randomly on one of my timelines on social media of when he was younger. It's amazing how different he looks now. The Brahma Bull. I'm sorry, but that's, you know, sorry, not sorry. That was the best era of wrestling. You can maybe say like the '80s era with like Hulk and Randy Savage and those guys, but I think the Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rock, D-Generation X era is the best. I don't know what they got going on up there now, but every time I see it, I'm like, man, I can't watch this. Like, there were minor wrestlers back then that are better than some of the major players now. I think they just ran out of ideas. Anyway, that's my hot take. Oh, what? Dude, come on. It's paint. I swear, paint it black, they did something to it. They did something to paint it black, man. It doesn't paint as quickly as it used to. I'm losing tomahawks over here. George's Animal Steel, yeah. I forget who. What was the guy that had the 2x4? What was his name? He used to come to. I wrestled in high school here in Connecticut, and was there a Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Not him. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I forget what his name was, man. It's gonna kill me. But he used to come to our wrestling tournaments and a lot of our wrestling matches. He was big in the high school wrestling community after his WWF career, right? Back before it was WWE. Was it Hacksaw?
Fine morning, partner.
I think it's him. One of those 80s wrestler guys is from the area, or lives in the area now, and he used to come to my high school wrestling tournaments. We'd see him. He wasn't there to like watch us or watch me specifically, but he was just a big wrestling fan in general, so he would make his way around to all the different tournaments. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't go and re-release those, especially for like what you're saying. It's one thing for people who missed out on it because, like me, I didn't jump into online, but you couldn't have owned it. So I feel like they should just re-release it. Just throw it at Mad Nazar, make it a bunch of gold. Everybody's got a bunch of gold to spend anyway. So I don't know. I feel like someone deleted those game files by accident. That's why they don't do it. Connecticut Yankee to ever go to King Arthur's court? No, no. I'm not even familiar with what that is. No hideout here. Interesting. Oh, because I've got the bounty timer still going. That explains that. Look at Rio Grande turkeys. freaking hardest animal to find in the story mode, man. Took me forever. That and the Sonoran Toad. Took me forever. In fact, I think the Rio Grande Turkey was the last thing I skinned for the Skin Deep trophy. Mark Twain's story. Oh, okay, okay. Yep, so he's from the area too. He's probably the most famous person from Connecticut. Samuel Clemens. We had this conversation recently. I couldn't remember his freaking name. This is his real name. This time I remembered it, though. Yankee Doodle? No. No, we did not sing Yankee Doodle Dandy. Maybe we did once just to, like, learn it, but it wasn't like we did it every day. No, we learned how to say guys. Use guys to everything. And how to be impatient. And try to do everything as quickly as possible. That's why I don't fit in up here. My stop and smell the roses routine is, it doesn't jive with my fellow Connecticut folk. Yeah, I use the Ropey map, yeah. But at this point, Ropey map just gets me in the ballpark. I know where all these things are. I've done this countless times, more times than I care to even think about. The Boyds? No, that's more of a New York or Jersey accent. We have like a weird accent here in Connecticut because Boston has a real thick accent and New York has a real thick accent, and you would think that we would either like gravitate to one of those two, but we kind of have our own thing. And then of course I lived in Texas for a while, so I picked up a little bit of a Texas drawl. And then even though I lived in Baltimore for a couple of years, I never did really gravitate towards the whole Hun thing. You gonna wash your car, hun? Or whatever it is. I can't even do a Baltimore accent anymore. And then my uncle lived in Southern California. For some reason, like I spent like 5 minutes out there when I was 12, and I picked up a little bit of Southern California accent too. And I think that's where I got my chill vibe from. From my uncle living in California. So I've got an even rarer Outlaws accent that is specific only to me. Yeah, Joyzy. That's right, Joyzy. Yeah, New Haven style pizza for sure, man. New Haven style pizza for the win. That's the craziest thing too. Is people argue over New York or Chicago, right? New York style pizza is the best. Chicago deep dish is the best. I'm like, man, neither one of those is the best. Freaking New Haven style pizza. There's this funny meme that makes its way around the Connecticut folk on social media where they show like the epicenter of pizza, and it's like, how good does your pizza taste? And it's only good in New Haven, and there's like a ring, almost like an earthquake ring, as it fans out, and it's like, you know, maybe Boston, New York are decent. I saw something recently that tried to say that Boston pizza was the best. I'm like, I don't know about all that, dude. But yeah, we have the 3 major New Haven style pizza places here in Connecticut, New Haven. You have your modern pizza, APIZZA, which is my favorite. Pepe's, which I would say is probably second, but the cool thing about Pepe's is they've expanded to be more of a regional chain now. So you can even get Pepe's pizza at the casino. There's a couple of them not too far from where we live. So we don't actually have to drive all the way to New Haven, which is nice. And then there's Sally's also, which, Sally's, take her to leave it. Still better than any other pizza place, but if, you know, Modern and Pepe's in the past would have had to have been busy for me to go to Sally's, but those are the three big ones. 100-year-old brick ovens, that's right. It's funny, so when Pepe's first expanded, we tried one of the other ones instead of going all the way to New Haven, and it wasn't as good. And then we tried that again, and we're like, why isn't this as good? And we realized it's because the one in New Haven has the 100-year-old flavoring built into it. And I'm like, I'm sure they clean it, but I don't think you're ever going to clean out that flavor. So now that it's been like 10 years at least since they started expanding, some of the newer ones are starting to get better. They've done a number of cool things too. Like when they first opened, you could only get pitchers of soda, not individual cups, and then the individual cups they did bring you with the pitchers were like shot glass size cups, so you're constantly having to refill your soda yourself. So they've expanded that now, and they offer like larger cups, and you don't have to get it in pitchers. And they actually have a deal with a local soda company out of New York State called Fox and Park, which I really like too. So they don't use like Coke or Pepsi products; they use like actual cola and this orange soda. So it's good. But yeah, it's like I think the best thing Pepe's did was expand because they're probably making a killing now at all these different locations. Because that was always the big hang-up, was like you had to drive all the way down to New Haven. You had to get there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or you're waiting in a freaking hour and a half, 2 hour line. You know, so good stuff. I could go on and on about New Haven style pizza, or pizza in general, all day. One bite, everyone knows the rules. Yeah, that's not possible. Chicago pizza isn't pizza, it's tomato soup in a bread bowl. Yeah, and I don't really care for, ironically enough, that's one thing I don't like. I'd rather have more cheese than more sauce. But that's a personal preference thing, too. I know, like, I have a friend who loves sauce. Like, he'll get extra sauce on his pizza and then get a side of dipping sauce. I'm like, dude, that is way too much sauce. And I'm mostly Italian. Well, at least part Italian. And I'm telling you that that's too much sauce. So you may want to lay off the sauce a little bit. Yeah, I don't necessarily care for Chicago-style pizza. If I had to pick one of those two, I would say New York. But, again, New Haven's the best. It's not even debatable. So if you ever get a chance, you find yourself in Connecticut, specifically the southern part of Connecticut on the shoreline, definitely swing by and get some pizza at either Modern or Pepe's or Sally's. So Will, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping by, leaving a like, as always. Hope you have a great day. Most fun way to hunt, rifle, bow, or chase them down and lasso them? Either one. any of those is great. I like the lasso trick. And here's why. There's actually an award. You know me and my awards. Under the hunting category, kill large animals with a knife. So if you can track down some deer and lasso them, you can actually get that award pretty quickly, which is why I have it maxed out. It's a good way to keep your pelts perfect, too, if you find a perfect deer. And you're worried about missing your shot. So I think the easiest method would be to lasso and stab them. Then probably next highest in difficulty is the bolt. But the thing I like about the bow is you can cancel Deadeye. Like if you're trying to get a headshot with a bolt, sometimes it can be difficult because, especially in Painted Black, because you get that second target and then you ruin your pelt. So. I like hunting with a bow, though. Something about that feels more natural. Probably because I started playing story mode first before I started playing online. But in general, I don't care for the hunting in online. I like the hunting in story mode much better. Ooh, I meant to shoot the one guy in the head. I shot that guy in the leg. What are you doing down there? Oh. But as far as like in general, I think if you're a new player to the game, probably the bolt. You're probably not experienced enough to do the lasso trick. You probably don't have enough stamina to hold on to the deer or whatever. But as you get better at the game and more experience, I definitely think people should try those other options. For me personally, these days, probably just a bolt. I have all my bow kills, and like I showed you, I have that knife lasso and knife trick thing maxed out. So it's been a while since I hunted a deer with a knife. Improved arrows would be nice to have, especially because I would love to do a CTA with bows only. We've done 4 of us. I think it can be. Oh, look, they're sleeping. Got his arm cuddled around his buddy. We've done it with the 4 of us. I think it can be done with probably only 2 people, but I would want to try it with 3 first. But I also think it could be done maybe solo, depending on if they give us improved arrows and depending on how much the, quiver holds. The problem right now is you can't do that because eventually you run out of arrows. Even if you're like really good with the bow, eventually you will run out of arrows. I mean, shoot, we almost ran out of them doing the 4 of us. We had to use like fire arrows and poison arrows and everything else. That's something I would like to see. If there's ever a new Outlaw Pass, which I doubt they'll do, but if there is, I'd like to see them do upgrade. Ammo pouch for the arrows. I know I'm not alone in that too. I know a lot of people, like Key, I'm sure would love to have a bow upgrade. You just screw around all the time. That's fine. And you don't have to clean your lasso. That's right. Never need to clean the lasso. But yeah, that's just me. I mean, like I always try to tell people, you gotta figure out what works for you. There's a million different ways to play this game. No, I didn't get my vultures yet, but I did just hear that one. Or maybe that was a condor. I should wait around, wait for them to come through the bodies. Fishing and mining role would be cool in online. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit the other day, right? Like, there's mining in story mode. There's at least people, panning in a river. And I think Arthur even says to the guy, one of the loan shark missions, where you get the white cougar coat from the guy that dies in the cave. Oh, that I heard though, Adam. That I did hear. Where is it? It's up on this hill somewhere, isn't it? I feel like I always get this elk. Yep, there it is. Alright, let's try to get it with the pheromone. Probably a waste, but let's try it. We got at least a half a daily here. There's half a daily. My horse is gonna buck me. For some reason, my horses are fine around cougars and panthers, but this elk always gives me fits. Told you. We missed. Nighty night. Come back for his revenge while I'm picking this coin. The flying horse thing was a mod on PC, but apparently it's made its way over to console, and it's not a mod, it's a glitch. I saw PvP Cat do a video on it. I did see it. I haven't done it yet myself, but I did see it, and it does look like quite a bit of fun. I mean, he was chucking dynamite down into Saint Denis. It was pretty freaking cool. I'm sure there's a million other things you can do too, but I want to try it, but I don't know. I'm a little cautious when it comes to glitches and stuff. Overly cautious. Which is funny because I play in a poker table lobby, which is ultimately a glitch. But other than that, and maybe jumping pelts a few times, I've stayed away from 99% of the glitches in this game. It's a condor, not a vulture. What's that one though? That also a condor? Look at all the condors. Of course, on Vulture Day, there's a million condors. These are gonna be hawks. There's always two of them right there. Rough-legged and a Ferengus. It's probably too late in the day at this point, but let's go check. Let's see if we can find some vultures. Usually north of town on the telephone poles. I usually see them south of town. You know what? I'm way more interested in this hideout. Sorry. Change of plans. This is more important to me. Clearing this hideout. Getting these shotgun headshots. It's all stuff I have pinned at the moment, so. Hawks or vultures is not a pinned item. Although killing flying birds probably should be. I was trying to blow up the thing. Someone's even over there. Oh no, somebody's over there. Nice. Killed one guy. Explosives in the back of that wagon.
Say your prayers, son of a...
What? What were you saying? Bighorn sheep coming out of nowhere is knocking you over. Yeah, either that or the boar. It happens to me all the time in the swamps with the boar. I'm like, how is a boar that quiet? The bucks will do that to you too. The horse with flame hooves? Yeah, man. That's cool because that's in the game files from the Halloween CTAs. I would love to. That's something if I... Dude. If I played on PC, I would get banned in like a day. I'd be trying all that stuff out. The flying like an eagle thing. Spawning in a hot air balloon. I would be... Oh, that's why I don't play on PC, because I'd be too tempted to do all that shit. No treasure maps. Got a ring, though. It's probably too late in the day now, though, for vultures at this point. Let's see if we can get up there. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, if you fast travel to Armadillo in the daytime, and you ride up here, you're probably gonna find one or two. On one of these telephone poles. It's just too late in the day. So, right spot, wrong time of day. Let's go cinematic for a little bit. When modders spawn in live animals in the middle of town. Oh god. I could see someone spawning like a legendary gator into the middle of Valentine. Oh. Is that the vulture? Why was that one there? And where did it go? There. That's weird that that one was on the sign. There's one of three. Decide to blow up you or make your horse constantly throw. Yeah, that's annoying. I've seen back before Orchid Fudge was playing in private lobbies. I remember she would encounter that one quite a bit. Like she would come out of a CTA, spawn into a public session, and try to get on her horse and constantly get thrown off of it. That's annoying. So yeah, and it's unfortunate. See, this is why we can't have nice things. Like, I think the overwhelming majority of people are probably like chill about it and do like the hot air balloon thing or whatever, stuff that doesn't hurt other people. But you get these jackasses that want to do stuff like that to mess with people. It's not right. Yeah, exactly. Ones that are having harmless fun are just fine. Hundreds of bears in Blackwater run out of town getting chased by bears. Oh my gosh. See, I would do that not to mess with other players, but to mess with the NPCs. I think it'd be hilarious to watch a legendary grizzly just run across Blackwater, savagely mutilating everything in its path. That would be fun to watch. But I would do that in like if you could in a private session, so it didn't impact other players. I would just want to see it. I think it could be funny to watch. What I don't like is you get all these people on PC who do mods and then act like it's actual footage and create like a video with like a clickbaity title, like what happens if Arthur does this? And it's like that's not really Arthur. That's your character dressed as Arthur, and you did a PC mod to make that video. But, you know, you get the people who are none the wiser to that kind of thing, and they think it's real. And it portrays the game in a different light. Like, it's not right. Just say it's fake, right? Rather than saying what happens if Arthur goes to, say, I made my character look like Arthur and made him go to, you know, Mexico or whatever. That's just one example. I can't really think of any other examples right now, but I know I've seen a lot of these, like, you know, fake videos that people portray as, like, being real. Fist fighting with your clone in Saint-Denis. Oh my gosh. Clones. That'd be kind of cool. Make like a million different clones, like Agent Smith from the Matrix. The best part about being me is there's so many of me. An evil twin story arc, yes. Oh my gosh. Bunch of freaking blondies running around. Will the real blondie please stand up? Please stand up. Yeah! That'd be great, Kate. You got a pic saved. But yeah, I would like to try some of that stuff. None of the nefarious stuff, obviously, but fly like an eagle, Pegasus horse. Clones, definitely clones. Yeah, I don't bother with the wolves these days. It's like, if I know I have 30 big game meat, and it's not a daily to donate 3 predator carcasses, I just can't be bothered. I should be better about it though, because if nothing else, I can take the wolf hearts. That would help me with my butcher award, but it's one of those things that's like, what do I value more? The 1 wolf heart, or 3 wolf hearts, or my time? I'd much rather try to get these coins, I guess. I don't know. If I needed to kill animals for the hunting award still, then maybe, but I think I'm pretty sure I've got that maxed out, so I'll just keep it moving. Front of the whole lobby ended up in Mount Hagen with their horses and oh my gosh. Oh man. What about like the Wolfman? I'm assuming the way it works, I'm assuming is whatever's in the game files you can spawn in, right? So you have to be able to spawn in a Wolfman. That'd be cool too. Spawn him into like Blackwater, watch him run around. Interplayer trading, absolutely, 100%. I've been pushing for that for a while, especially where it comes to collectibles, because I feel like I would give you whatever you needed for like. Let me see if this is an ambush.
I need a hand. Oh no, to hell with this.
Wasn't an ambush. That one's not an ambush quite often. Anything you want, a quartz arrowhead. You got it. All I ask for in return is whatever rare coin I need, like Liberty Quarters and New York tokens. Hideout. It would be cool. So some kind, and then just don't stop there. Like the thing I see, like back when Petty was still over here before she went over to Twitch, I'd watch her all the time play Fallout. And while I'm not a Fallout fan myself, there's things about that game that I enjoyed, like the way that they can drop schematics and have them pick it up. So like if someone didn't have the poison poppy recipe, I no longer need it. So whoever needs it could have it. Just drop it right here on the ground and you pick it up. It's a cool little game feature, I think, that, you know, it's more of a co-op thing rather than a player versus player kind of thing. Maybe that's why Rockstar doesn't do something like that, I don't know. The other thing that they have that's cool is the fast travel directly to someone. So if I'm like, hey, we're going to do a trader run, you guys come to camp, you just fast travel to me at camp, and everyone gets ready to make my trader delivery. Oh, we're out. Oh, nice. Killed that guy and blew up the stuff behind him. Auction house? Yeah, right, we already got the freaking auction yard in Valentine. It'd be cool to buy some sheep at an auction yard for your ranch. And then herd them across. That's like the roleplay stuff, I feel like. Buy them at the auction yard, then herd them back to like wherever your ranch is. Actually saw T-Mad and Awesome BMX and those guys one time herd a bunch of cattle or sheep from like Roanoke Ridge. They were trying to bring them down this way. T-Mad led one off the edge of a cliff in Roanoke. Roleplay with sheep. Yeah, I went right to that. It'd be cool to roleplay with sheep. In Red Dead, right? In Red Dead. I saw him, I don't even know if he's on YouTube anymore, so I follow him on Twitter, X, and I saw him streaming Skull and Bones on X. And that was only just recently. I think he only just came back. He had been doing so much of that. Oh, look at this lady's here again. Ambush this time? Oh, this time it's an ambush! Yes! So I don't know if he still does streams Red Dead or whatever, but I think he's probably out on Red Dead at this point. Doing Dakota Riverbend or playing other games. But I don't even know if he's, like I said, I don't know if he's still on YouTube or not. I just happen to see it on X. Sounds so dumb saying that. Maybe they changed the name. Not if you keep shooting my horse, senor. Oh, that was a perfect toss, dude. It's baseball season, baby. Opening days today. I'm in mid-season form. We gotta be getting close on half shots here. That it? I thought it was at like 982 with the half shots. Yeah, cleared. Where are they? 987. No, I'm American. Hey, treasure map. America. That's right. America for the win. Yeah, a lot of guys hiding in the bushes waiting. That was a pretty big ambush for this location. I'm surprised. Usually it's only like a few guys. But it's funny how I was over here before and I'm like, yeah, this one's not usually an ambush. And then I came back over here and it was. Weird that it spawned back in, and then also hilarious that the game made me eat my words. Oh, that's why you thought I was Welsh. Is that a thing? I know for us it's like some of the more rural areas of the states. Is that really a thing though? I feel like that's one of those things like where people started saying that about people, like degrade them, and then it kind of became like this thing where now everyone just assumes if you're from that area or from a certain area that that's what you're into. It's like one weird dude ruined it for everybody. Stopping back at the fence over here. I'm pretty sure we've picked up a number of teeth again. Maybe not. I feel like I've seen a lot of non-collectible items getting picked up. Yeah, see? Dude, I just sold all these teeth. I got 4 more already. Closing in and resetting that fence one. Which actually, Michael was in here earlier talking about the butcher one, and I want to check that, so let me see. I just now remembered that. Fence. 9:30. Nice. Oh, I've reset the fence one twice. Shit, the butcher one, I've reset it 6 times. And we're into, well, we're in wave 6, technically. Alright, Batman, take care. It's really a thing in Wales. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't know too much about Wales. The country. Or the animal. I guess I know a little bit about Wales, the animals. Yeah, man. Good thing we like just ate breakfast. I could always go for pizza though. It doesn't matter what time of day. Used to get freaking Domino's at like 2 a.m. Your wife makes killer pizza? Yeah, we don't. That's one thing we don't do enough of, homemade pizza, which is crazy because we used to. Like my grandmother used to make it. My great grandmother, like straight off the boat, Italian, used to make it. We actually had a little like pizza oven, looked like a chimney in the backyard, because we bought our house from my great-grandparents. Well, from my grandfather when my great-grandparents passed away. But yeah, I got this little old, like, baking oven fireplace thing that was in the backyard. We tore it down a while back, though. We weren't using it enough to justify keeping it there. It was in the way when I tried to mow the lawn. One less thing to have to weed whack around. But yeah, it's hard for me to find a bed. There's like a couple places here in town that I don't necessarily care for their pizza. But for the most part, I would say count on one hand the number of times I've had a bad pizza in my life. We're fortunate. We got a lot of old Italians and old Greeks in the area where I live, so we got all that stuff. Chicken Parmesan and chicken Francaise and all this stuff, man. These old Greeks. Love them. I love them all. Yeah, we're doing better about. We used to get takeout all the time. Here lately, though, we've been a lot better about it. I need to clean this horse. And if we do, we don't go crazy anymore. Like, we would get takeout from, like, pretty expensive places. $60, $70 meals during the week. Now we do that on the weekends, if at all. And if we get takeout, we get something small. Last night I got like a $10, $12 panini. Much better than $60 steak or whatever. Starting to use the air fryer again. We fell off of that for a little bit, but we're starting to pick that back up. The least disappointing frozen pizza? That's a good question. For me, maybe like Red Baron or Stouffer's. I feel like if you're gonna go frozen, which I don't typically do frozen pizza, just because A, we have a ton of good places right here in the area, but I used to do like DiGiorno, and I really like the Screaming Sicilians. And there was one other brand I was thinking of too, but I usually go with DiGiorno, so I don't know about disappointing. I know the good ones though. Usually what happens is, once I find something I like, I just stick with it. I'm not trying anything different. The other problem with the frozen stuff is it got it to be as expensive as, like, you just order Domino's. Why wouldn't I order Domino's? They say DiGiorno's better than delivery. It's not. The thing that was better about it was the price. Back when it was like $5, $6. Now they're like $15. I'm like, well, shit, I'll just order Domino's. $12 pizza with tip, and it comes hot and ready to eat. It's fresh, you know? Fresh-ish. You have a stroke for spending more than $30 on third? I wish I was better about it. I have been lately trying to crack down on some of the stuff that we do. But even the other night, where the hell were we? Oh, I had a meeting at like 6 o'clock for our local Little League. So rather than me cooking, which is a terrible idea because I'm a terrible cook, or waiting for Lady Outlaws to get home to make something, we were like, oh, let's just grab fast food. So we ended up getting Wendy's. It was like $60 for Wendy's. I'm like, dude, I'm not ordering fast food anymore unless I'm out on the road and absolutely have to because I'm starving. I'm just done with that. So I feel you. I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to get a little twitchy whenever we spend more than $30 for dinner. But there's 4 of us, so I gotta keep that in mind too. For me, it's like, if you can break it down to $10 per person per meal, I think you're in decent shape. So like the other night, the Wendy's for $60, they were a little over that $10, right? There's 4 of us, so now it's $15 per person. I would prefer to have like macaroni and cheese for 59 cents a box, or whatever it is now. It's probably more than that because of inflation, but whatever. Hey Wilkie, how's it going, bud? Zach, I appreciate that. Thank you. 3 years strong. hopefully at least 3 more to go. Many more to go, ideally, but hopefully at least 3 more. We'll see, though. Just take it day by day. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years. Certain parts of it, it's hard to believe it's been 3 years. Other parts of it, it's like, wow. Like, when I first started streaming, it was just for fun, basically streaming to myself. Then somewhere along the way, I kind of convinced myself that I could get to 1,000 subscribers. And then it became like, that took a long time. Like, that took a lot longer than I expected. And I'm happy we at least got there. But I know some people who post like 2 or 3 videos, and they're over 1,000 pretty much overnight. And I look at me, that was a grind to get there. But some people would say you're lucky you did it in 3 years. Some people would say it took them 10 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. So it's all good. I'm just happy to be able to play this game and interact with you all. And you know, I always say it all the time. It's like I never thought playing video games would allow me to interact with people from, like, you know, Keys checking in from Sweden. A lot of folks from across the pond in England and stuff like that. And even just different people in the country. Like, I know Adam's out west. So it's cool. The interaction of it is cool to me. Fast food doesn't make a good turn. No, it does not. It does not. The grease pit will get you. Never broke 20 subs? Yeah, it's funny. We went from talking about kids to subs. It was like... and money. You know, price per meal. It's hard, though. That first 25 subs is rough. The first 25 kids I don't even want to know about.
Good morning.
But no, we got the 2 kids. 4 of us total, and the dog. I feel like we're good there. Back to Owen Gila. Don't forget about your duck eggs. Haven't been around as much. Not you, it's you. Work area change. Your new work area has no internet. Oh man, that sucks. No worries, dude. I'm glad you're here now. Appreciate you being here. And I get it. I know life changes. Honestly, dude, I haven't even been streaming as much. I wasn't even going to stream today, but Morgan had a miraculous recovery and was able to go to school today, so here I am. Skull. I can't really say it. I want to say that because I like the culture there, but as a Green Bay Packers fan, I can't do the Minnesota Vikings cheer. Key has no clue what I'm talking about at the moment, but American football, one of the teams is in Minnesota. They've used the Vikings as their mascot, and that's their chant, and they're the division rival for one of my sports teams. So, but I'll give you a cheers. I'll give you a cheers. A salute. But yeah, and honestly, Wilkie, I'm probably going to be streaming even less. I'll talk about it again. I talked about it recently. I've talked about it a lot recently. I've been working on this thing since like late October. Well, mid-November, really. Super secret outlaw stuff going on behind the scenes. It's not really outlaw stuff. It's Eric stuff. It's personal life stuff. As I've been saying before, it's kind of like school, but it's not really school. Not like in terms of what you would think of as school. Like, I didn't go back to college or anything. But essentially, what I have coming up is going to be super crunch time, similar to as if I were getting ready for finals, like, to graduate. So, mid-April, early May, and getting to that point is going to be crazy. So the next 5-6 weeks are going to be kind of insane for me on a personal life level. Honestly, I probably should have gone and done some of what I needed to do today instead of streaming. But it was raining outside, and I didn't feel like standing out in the rain. So, here I am. Talk more about it, obviously. I've been not trying to give away too many details, not because I'm like trying to play games or whatever, but it's one of those things where like early on I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna go through with this. I'm at the point now where like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go through with it, and it's gonna be like a new thing for me. Like life-changing thing for me. But we're still like 5 weeks away. So I don't want to say too much. I could at the very last minute decide not to go through with this. I could go all the way through with it and then not do anything with it. I promise you guys, I'm not being, I'm not like trying to be funny. Like it's a pretty serious thing, and it could be good for not only me but for my family. So I've already said too much. I'm just stop talking about it. But just know that if you don't see me streaming, it's just because I'm working on some stuff to better our lives, the outlaws' lives.
Curtain down on this.
Yeah, not changing gender. I realized when I said life-changing, I was like, oh gosh, it sounds like something medical or whatever. No, I'm definitely not changing genders. I'm not having any kind of identity crisis or anything like that. I like nothing against anybody that wants to do that, but me personally, I like the parts I got, so we're good. I'm attached to the parts I have currently. No intention of changing them out. These guys gonna come in over here, or are they just gonna hang out over there the whole time? Come on, man. You know what? Leave the horse here. Hopefully the bodies don't despawn. Come on, dude. The ambush is over here. At least it was. You were late. But now your friends are dead. Cosmetology is cool. No, but it is interesting. I was talking to my barber about it, and we were kind of commiserating over like what I'm going through and what she went through when she went to cosmetology school. She was like, "That happens everywhere. Don't worry about it." So all will be revealed. I couldn't do that. That I definitely couldn't do. I don't have the hand steadiness or the patience to be that close in proximity to other people. Like, I give my barber credit. She's gotta, like, be all up in my grill in order to shave my beard. Keep the beard looking fresh. It's on her. Cowboy Life 2 Redemption is released on iOS and Android. What's that? What's Cowboy Life 2? Obviously a mobile app game. You know, I'm half tempted to look this up. I've never seen this person in my chat before, so don't everybody rush to download this game. It could be some kind of shenanigans going on. Gotta check this out though.
Yeah.
Took the time to come into my stream and post that. You subbed, waited the 5-minute timer to post that. So kudos to you for that. Was that even a real thing? Dude. Hey JR, how's it going? Whatever it is, wish you nothing but the best on your new river. Thank you. And I'm not going anywhere long term. Like, I'll still be streaming at least on a regular basis once I'm through this next 6 weeks. It's just the next 6 weeks are going to be, like I said, it's crunch time. It really is crunch time. Everything I've been working towards for the last 6 months is all coming to a head at the end of April, beginning of May. So stay in stream for me. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. It'll be a little bit of a down period. I'm gonna try to get enough Prince of Persia videos ready to go, and there'll be some other shorts and type stuff too that I should be able to post. I'm gonna try to keep content coming on a daily basis. It's just as far as these like 4 or 6 hour streams, you're gonna have to dial that back just a little bit. And then towards the end of that 6 week period, I'll probably stop altogether. I'll probably take a full week off, honestly. See what Harriet's up to. She's still mad at me?
Someone has been behaving themselves.
Not really.
Explore, examine. Lots to look at here.
I killed the vulture. I feel like I killed something else too. That gator for Sean. I think Harriet's
a trade.
Fake
What
news
do you
from
propose?
her animal counterparts.
A unique elk indeed.
But I'm happy to finally be able to sell these samples. The freaking Mudrunner buck I had for like 3 days.
Boars are much like us.
She kept spraying me.
Omnivorous, social, sexual, violent. I don't know how people can stand to display buck antlers. An
Yeah, a ton of
unusual animal.
samples.
I sense wisdom in them. And sadness.
Hey, Braytech, howdy. Did I ever check out your RDR2 videos? Didn't mind maybe simple content and make us some. I may have. I think because you were the one who reached out on X, right?
You're there.
I think I did. It was a while back though. It was like 3 weeks ago, right? Sorry, I don't remember.
Good
I
of
just,
you.
like I've been
Cool
saying,
to
I
leave
got
an
a
animal
million different
prostrate.
things going on. I got this thing that's coming to a head in the next 6 weeks. I'm also like building
Okay,
towards
if that's
baseball
it.
season, which, you know, it's not just like
Remember,
watching
keep your
baseball.
heart
It's
open.
attending a million different meetings for our board and getting the kids ready to play. So I stay pretty busy. Where am I going? Limpany. Thought for sure that bear was gonna come get me. Get away from me, bear. I did my Wordle today. I'm actually up to like a 30-something day streak. Dude, one day I was up so late, I did it before I went to bed. I did it at 12:01. Yeah, let me see exactly if I can get you my exact streak number here. 33. So here's my numbers, which I feel like are impressive, maybe not. I've done 145. I played 145 of these games. My win percentage is 97%. My current streak is 33 days. My max streak is 44 days, so I had 44 in a row right at one point. Besides the current streak and the max streak, I've also had another streak of 20 plus days. So I feel like very streaky. And I always ask Lady Outlaws because she's like, you know, I think her solve rate is in the 70%. And she's pretty smart. So I don't know if it's just dumb luck on my part or I've just got a good strategy as to how I go about doing the Wordle, but I don't know. Like I said, I thought 97% was pretty good.
I'll sleep well tonight.
You and your wife do it together? Yeah, so we were doing that. For the longest time, I was helping her solve hers on her phone. And then somewhere along the line, I was like getting it correct so many times. I'm like, I really should do this. So I wanted to keep track of just how many of them I was solving myself. So I think one of the days that I got it, quote, wrong was also a day where I forgot to do it. So my percentages should be even better than what they are. But I'm pretty sure I've only gotten like 5 or 6 wrong total since I started playing. If even that many. We can figure that out too. We can just back out the percentage. We are in one heck of a dry spell between Tuesday and today. Yesterday I logged on. I was probably online for like 5 minutes. Did like 1 or 2 dailies on each character. And then I started playing Prince of Persia. That's over now though, so should be able to start looking for coins again. I don't know though. I'm losing the motivation. Another ambush. This is like the ambush lobby today. Not the horse, dude. Come on. Oh, they all kind of fanned out. Oh, that's not even an enemy. I almost shot the guy on the horse. He was just a bystander. Stop shooting my horse. You bastards. I did not get it yet. I'm still kind of on the fence on that one. It's something I thought about. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is let that play for a little bit. I'm enjoying these games after like a couple months. You know, I think the last game I played that I bought the day of was God of War, and not that it was like a that wasn't a buggy game, but there's been other games. Whenever I play them, like in the first week or so, I'm always a little disappointed at how like unpolished they are. And God of War is a bad example. I shouldn't even have said that one because that wasn't the case with that. But the last two games with Assassin's Creed Mirage, so excluding Red Dead Redemption 1, which was like a port, Assassin's Creed Mirage and Prince of Persia, I waited like a couple of months before I played them. They had been out for a couple of months, which gave the Ubisoft the chance to kind of like polish off some of the bugs. I think in the case of Prince of Persia, that was a good thing because I saw some reviews of Prince of Persia that were basically like, it's a big buggy mess, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I didn't really have that many bugs. So what I'm saying, when I'm telling you all that is Rise of Ronin, I'll probably wait a little bit. I don't know if it's buggy now or not, but I think that's going to be my new strategy, is wait like a month or two. And if I hear good things about it and don't hear about a lot of bugs or whatever, or if I hear about bugs that have been patched, then maybe I'll give it a look. But it looks good. It looks, next best thing to a Ghost of Tsushima sequel, I suppose. But I was thinking I might go back and play a little Horizon Forbidden West first. I've been having the itch to play that. As I'm walking Morgan through Zero Dawn, I'm kind of like... So I have an idea for a video. I don't want to talk too much about it. But I have an idea for a video that involves both Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. And I need the cutscenes, the cinematic cutscenes from both in order to do what I want to do. So while Morgan's playing Zero Dawn, I could be playing Forbidden West and could be grabbing those videos at the same time. Plus, I really want to play it, so it's not just for the channel. I've really been wanting to play Forbidden West. That's been in the news recently because they released it on PC last week. So I've been seeing a ton of Aloy in my feeds on my social medias. So I'll probably obviously do that offline while I keep streaming this as much as I can. But yeah, so like I said, there's a lot going on. But I have seen some clips of it, and it looks great. I mean, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. So if you don't want spoilers for that game, cover your ears for 10 seconds. I saw there's like a glider, so that looks pretty cool. That was one thing that wasn't in Ghost of Tsushima. No ability to do that kind of stuff. Why does it have me go this way? I can just go this way over here. Is that the griefer? It is the griefer, but she's not there right now because she's looking at Marcel. I can see her on my screen. Dang, I wish she was over there. I'd like to pay her a visit. But yeah, we'll see. It looks almost like it looks very similar to Ghost of Tsushima. I doubt it will have the same story that Ghost of Tsushima had. That Ghost of Tsushima story is amazing. But it looks like maybe where it might be lacking in the story, it makes up for in some of the gameplay features, so. Yeah, I think and as far as it not being that good, you never know. It's one of those things where I heard mixed reviews about Prince of Persia. Because of that, I was on the fence and almost bought something else. I'm so glad I went with Prince of Persia, because that ended up being amazing. In its own way, right? I mean, it's not Red Dead. It's not Horizon or God of War or Spider-Man, right? It's not going to be like those games for me because it's just a different kind of game overall. But it kind of opened my mind up to that kind of game. So I was looking up some other games that look similar to it. Prince of Persia. I was thinking I might get those, but I heard that those ones are really hard, really tough. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought Prince of Persia was pretty tough. I played it on normal difficulty. So yeah, a few ideas kind of floating around. We'll see. I just don't have, honestly, the money or the time right now for any kind of thing like that. I did just buy, that snake just died. I just bought a, did it say 3 stars? No way. Oh, it did. Give me that skin. I just bought another external hard drive for the Prince of Persia stuff. I ended up with so much content, just raw footage content. It was like 60 hours. I didn't buy one at first for it because I wasn't sure how far into it I was going to get, but I ended up putting all that footage on my Horizon external hard drive, which I know I'm going to fill up. So I got to get it off of there. So this morning, first thing I did was on Amazon, I ordered a new external hard drive to come to the house. Hopefully get it soon. Said by tomorrow. 1-day shipping, man. Can't beat that. Start moving some of that stuff off. I want to do some. I've got some ideas for some Prince of Persia content. I know you guys, not everyone knows about Prince of Persia or maybe even likes Prince of Persia, but I think I've got some pretty quality content that even like just the people who are fans of the channel, subs of the channel, will like. In fact, I might even have something, depending on how this afternoon goes, I might even have something ready for tomorrow. We're talking about a little bit. There's a lot of cool little puzzles, aerial kind of puzzles, where you're tapping buttons and you got to do them in the right order. You can't just button mash like God of War. As much as I love it, a lot of button mashing. You can hit the wrong button and still be okay. This, it's like you need to hit him in the correct order and time him correctly, or your character is going to fall to his death. So, I think that can be kind of a cool thing for you guys to see. Just aerial puzzles, gymnastics, basically. Parkour. Alright, Hillbilly, take care. Thanks for stopping in. See the sparks there a minute ago? That's cool. Someone shot my bolt on my back. I've seen that before. In fact, the first time I ever soloed Valentine, I only soloed it because of that. I would have died, but they shot the gun on my back. But I've never seen it at night like that. That looked pretty cool. I wish I captured that and watched it in slow motion. I mean, we talked about it the other day. I'm willing to give these games a try. I would love to reach a point where they're like, hey, you've got enough people who follow your channel. check this game out. Here's a review copy. I would do it. I would totally do that. But I'm still at the point where I gotta pay for my games. So I gotta be selective. But after the fun I've had playing Prince of Persia, a different style game from what I'm used to, I'm willing to try anything. Well, maybe not anything. Any style of game. Like, if there's a game that exists, like Minecraft or Fortnite or whatever, that I know that I'm not gonna feel like I've watched people play, that I'm not gonna like that particular game. But you know, there's other. So I guess the Prince of Persia, the style of game is called like Metroidvania, like a combination of Metroid and Castlevania. And I never really gravitated towards those games when I was younger. I never really played any games like that, but I really like it. I like the style of Prince of Persia. And now that I've played that, I'm gonna check out more games in that style. There was one with a fox that I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I bet Morgan would be into that too, because that's Morgan's favorite animal. Be like, oh, you know, check out this fox game. But then it was only on PC and Xbox, and if I'm honest, I'm off the Xbox thing for now. Yeah, Braytech, right? I'm hoping. I'm thinking. I can't believe we've gone 3 months without him. But hopefully Tuesday. And we should know by like Monday afternoon for me. You guys on the over there in Europe might be asleep already Monday night. But usually Hazard will have posted a video or posted that information by like 5 o'clock in the afternoon my time on Monday. So I guess they don't always know if it's gonna be CTAs or not, but usually they know what the bonus is. I'm hoping for Collector and CTA. I think that would be good for everyone. Alright, so we gotta go over here. And I think Mademoiselle is down this way. We'll see. Pretty sure she's at Window Rock today. Unless I'm confusing that with yesterday. And then since it's been an ambush lobby... Oh no, we're not going that way, never mind. I was gonna say... You know what, let's check. I gotta check. This is such a hot ambush spot. I feel like... We've had so many ambushes today that this one might be over here. Keep these ambushes coming. I don't see the wagon. So no. Sure. That's fine. Maybe they'll give it to us 3 months in a row. Starting next month. Maybe they forgot about CTA bonuses. Who knows? I hope not. Running low on carrots. Watch out. Speaking of fox. hear the telltale music of Madam.
There are not many so distinguished in my service.
I am sure there is
something here to pique your curiosity. All right. What have you found? Quite mundane, but I will take it. One more? Sure.
Yeah, see? I would give whoever 5 obsidian arrowheads. Or 5
Right, but it's worth selling
Liberty
these
quarters.
as a set, you know. Done. But the whole set is worth your while. Another. All right. I confess I underestimated you. Not of that
Look
fun.
at, even gold dollars. I have 7, man.
Very well. I pay more for the whole set, you know. Done. But the whole set is worth your while. You have a few of those,
A few.
Very well. I pay more for the whole set, you know.
You got one today? No.
Charming but commonplace.
I wanted it. It's mine. Belongs to me. I wouldn't mind a collector mode. Look at all these cards. I have 6 and 7 of, man. I would make a killing on collector sets. Oh, show. There's my 1 New York token.
Ah, yes. It is worth seeking these out. Quite mundane, but
I feel like, I don't know if it's just like law of streaming
Not
stuff,
that's
but
fine.
bad luck. I feel like whenever I'm streaming, there was that one day I got 2 in a row New York tokens.
Done. But the whole
But other than
set
that,
is
we
worth your
rarely
while.
get what we need when I'm streaming.
Very well.
But the other day when I was on at
pay
4 a.m.,
more
I got
for the
one.
whole set, you know.
I might need to make sure I'm getting up early. Stop staying up so late playing
Well,
Prince of Persia.
well.
Get up
The
early and
thieves told me it
do
would
my
be
corn run
good
before I
day.
stream. That might be tomorrow. I might actually get up early tomorrow.
Done. But the whole set is worth your
Try to
while.
get some Red Dead time in before the kids wake up.
Charming
I
but
probably won't stream.
commonplace.
Actually, I know I won't stream. That's why we're doing the 3-year Stream-iversary today, even though technically
I pay more
tomorrow
for the whole set, you know.
is a 3-year Stream-iversary.
Alright.
Hey, Eldorado, how's it going?
Selling these as a
Howdy,
set,
howdy.
you know.
3 years, congrats, thank you, appreciate it. Playing with Rover, you were on the way to Sean, it was under the windmill or whatever that is. Yeah, I already checked that spot too, so.
Very
No
well. I
liberty
pay more for the
quarter
whole
for
set,
me.
you know. Alright, but it's
I wish it were a
worth
thing.
selling these
Like, that would
as
be
a
cool
set,
too,
you
more
know.
like co-op collecting. Like, hey man, like, Braytech, found the Liberty Quarter at the windmill. I better rush over there and check it. And it's there for me. But it's not. You know what I mean? It's not, it doesn't work that way. It kind of sucks. Alright. A little lighter now. Got some weight of some duplicate coins off our satchel. We're at 28 of 48, so 20 more spots to check. Hoping to get at least 1 Liberty Quarter in those 20. We'll see how it goes. But the good thing is, at least now I'm not looking for coins and arrowheads, so this search goes by a lot faster. I can get it done more quickly. Alright, since I already killed these, I will skin them. Ultimately, best part of this is their hearts, which I can sell to a butcher. Hell, I'm sure you saw it, because you're like the glitch guy. I'm sure you've seen the flying horses video that PvP Cat posted, or at least heard about the flying horses at this point. I need you to get me a way to do that in the private lobby. If you can figure out a way to do that in private lobbies, man, that would be amazing. Because based on what I heard, you can only do it in public at this point. The way that you go about doing it, it would have to be in a public lobby. Hey Kratos, appreciate the quick stop. Welcome. Yeah, 3 years of streaming. Technically it's tomorrow, but with tomorrow being Good Friday, the kids are off from school and Lady Outlaws took off work, so we're probably going to be doing stuff. I probably won't have time to stream tomorrow, so I figured I don't want to miss it. So we're doing it today. Do the glitch, then join a friend in private lobby. And oh, it should work? Okay. Might need to give that a try. I must have misunderstood it. That can be done in private lobby. Hideout, nice. Get this coin first. If you die, just go through the barn again. Okay. Cool, man. Thanks for the info. I'm gonna give it a shot. Hawk egg? Hawk egg. Go back and loot these guys real quick. I feel like a lot of times I miss out on some loot. They don't stop the loot on the way. Put the video out last week. Oh, I guess it's just that PvP Cat has whatever. I don't know. I don't want to assume. Some way of sending out notifications or something. I don't know. I did not know that you had that video on though. Why did they see these guys despawn? Dang.
You're done for.
You didn't think about the griefers? Yeah. Where is this guy going? You're running the wrong way, dude. Oh, I was trying to knock him off the bridge. Shadow ban? Yeah, that's probably that's what I was trying to get at. I feel like I might be too.
A butcher like you could have.
I had somebody tell me the other day that YouTube unsubscribed them from my channel, and I know Sasquatch Man was saying that he wasn't getting notifications when I was going live and stuff. So I gotta double check my subscription to you. I might need to unsubscribe or resubscribe. I think that's probably the same thing. I bet that's like going around. Hey Bullet, how's it going? Good morning to you as well. Not too much going on, we're just doing our little coin search, our daily coin search. I say daily, I didn't do it yesterday. I don't do it every day, but I try to. But I'm honestly a little demotivated by it of late here. It's, I'm not getting, not that I expect to get like rare coins all the time, but it'd be nice just to check in every spot every day. If like once every couple days I got the coins I needed. Instead it's like it is a grind. You're getting notified? Yeah, it's weird. Like not it's not everybody. For some reason, some people get notified, but I've noticed before, I've been unsubscribed without my choosing from people. And I don't know if it's because the creator did something they weren't supposed to do, but like, it's annoying, especially when I'll get notifications from people on Twitch that I haven't watched or been on Twitch in like weeks. Every day when that person goes live, I still get notified. Every month you have to do all your memberships, yeah. There's some weird stuff that goes on for sure over this way with YouTube. I don't know why they can't quite figure it out. What was the other thing that happened the other day that I was like, YouTube still hasn't figured that out yet? Or like I'll unsub from somebody and then it still shows up in my recommended like landing page of my homepage. I'm like, I don't want to see that person's videos anymore. I unsubbed from them. Another gold quarter. I don't need gold quarters. At least it's a rare coin though. That happened with just the other day. I forget what it was. I finally was like, alright, I'm not watching these videos, so I unsubbed from it. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then just the other day it was like, this person's live. I'm like, no, I told you I don't want to watch that person. Like, you literally, like, unsubbing is not enough. You have to go in and, like, say that to stop recommending content from this creator. It's very, very strange. Hey, Waste and Tech, how's it going? Is it the real bullet? I can check. Yep, that's the real bullet. Two sets of every card. You want 10. Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Cards are the easiest, one of the easiest ones to do. And then hopefully it's collector month, and you can cash those in for bonus XP. Waste and Tech, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate the congrats on 3 years. Get notifications every day. Was it you? No, it wasn't you. Have you even been streaming though? I think I missed one of your streams because I had something going on, and then I haven't noticed if you were live or not. But it definitely wasn't you. YouTube is run by AI now? Absolutely. 1000%. No worries. No worries, Bullet. But I know there were some issues with that, so I'm happy to check and confirm for everyone that that is the real Bullet. And hopefully that whole thing is fine now. Hopefully whoever that was got reported and got their channel taken down. I didn't even I heard about all that stuff through Chris. Ambrose, how's it going? Welcome. Morning from the US, that's right. Good morning from America. Almost afternoon where I'm at. Not quite yet, though. Another hour. Yeah. Only streamed twice in 2 weeks. Just don't have the time. Yeah. So I think I may have missed. I may have missed 2 of them. I know I missed one. I don't think I missed the other one. Honestly, I hate this excuse, but I've just been at night. I've been playing Prince of Persia. So I think even Sasquatch Man sent me a party chat invite last night for his poker table stream, and I couldn't break myself away from Prince of Persia. It had a hold on me. But that's done now. I 100%ed it last night, so I should be able to pop into live streams a little more often in the evenings going forward. No matter who's streaming, I'll try to get in there and say howdy. D Scott, how's it going? Welcome. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? We tell people that the Jeep and Phelps contract 203 always shout you out, man, because you're the one. Oh yeah, the Jeb Phelps thing. Yeah. It still works. Still works to this day. Last time it was daily. Someone popped into left me a comment on the video, said it still works. So it's pretty cool. That's one of those videos that when I first started doing content on YouTube, I always thought about the initial views, and I was like, oh, I just want to get a ton of views right away. And then that one I was like, well, that's something that people can use going forward, so it helps them because it'll help them get a daily done. And then also it kind of helps me because every time that's a daily, people might search those keywords and watch my video. So, but I appreciate you shouting that out, man. I'm glad that helped you. And that was one of my things I found on my own that when I searched YouTube, I saw no one else had done a video about it yet. So I'm like, let me make sure I do this video before someone steals the idea or gets the idea and posts it first. That's the biggest thing with YouTube now, man. It's trying to figure out. You almost have to, if you have an idea for a video, search it in YouTube first and see if somebody else has done it. If someone's done it and they have more subs than you, good luck getting people to watch it, because the person who has the more subs is always going to be the one that comes up first when people search those keywords. If you're looking to get views and subs. If you're just looking to post content and stuff, then no need to worry about that. Sorry, wasn't trying to start anything. No worries, JR. No worries at all. I know that was an issue, and it's good to check. I'm glad. I wouldn't have thought to even check it. So thank you for that. Don't apologize. Yeehaw, how's it going? Welcome. Yeehaw. Helped a lot of folks with that. Thanks for reminding me about it, so I'll take the credit. You know, yeah, no worries. Yeah, just make sure you send me the check in the mail. Nah, no worries. Subscriber supremacy. It's a thing. It is a legit thing. Go to, like, literally, you can leave my stream right now. Just make sure you come back. And if you don't come back, make sure you like on the way out. No, in all seriousness, if you go just type in whatever you want to watch a video about, and then look at the top 3, you'll see it'll go from the highest subscriber count to the second highest subscriber count to the third highest count, and then all the way down. So, you know, if you only have 25 subscribers and you post a video that there's 6 or 7 other videos on by people who have more subscribers than you, then you're going to be 7th on the list, and people are going to have to scroll to find your video, and guess what? They're not going to scroll. So they're going to click that first video, which is what makes the person who has the most subs also have the most amount of views on the videos. Well, that was cool. I slid up the hill. That was a very Prince of Persia move I just pulled right there. You can slide everywhere in that game. I love it. I was sliding up staircases, sliding down staircases. But down's not as cool as up. You slide up stuff. It's pretty sweet. There's our spot overlooking Brandywine Drop. Bought a Moonshine Shack? Nice. Which one did you go with? Hopefully you watched my video on that. That was another video I posted that I was like, oh, this has long-term playability. With the Moonshine Shack location thing. We're just going right around the corner. I don't even need to place a waypoint for this one, but there it is. Where it is. Come on, man. Give me a coin. Nope. It's like 3 days in a row, this nonsense. I feel like we hit 44. Right? The countdown. Where am I going? It's back over here. So ever since we hit 44 needed, 44 left, we haven't gotten any limited quarters. This lady's over here. I feel like I help these two ladies out all the time. I don't think we actually have to help her though. We're not going anywhere near the cave, the Wolfman's cave. Alright, Braytech. Have fun, man. Enjoy it. I probably won't be on, but I'm sure we'll chat soon. Take care. Yeah, we got about 12 more spots to check, and a lot of them are up here in this area, which they can be close together, so this part of it should go quick. I would say maybe like another hour or so. Which is good, because I know Michael Hobson was in here earlier, and he was saying that he's going to do his first live stream today, so I'll probably try to wrap up by noon. I think he said he's going to go live around noon, so let him get started. First ever live stream on a day when I'm celebrating 3 years of. Hey Doc, how's it going? Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we'll keep it up. We'll keep it up. We'll keep the good spirit up. Try to, anyway. It's not always easy, but I try to be the positive voice in a world of negativity. We're gonna skip this one. I wish this was the roadblock right here instead of this one. I don't like the actual, like, poisoning of the stills ones. Michael Hobson, first ever stream. Actually, I'm gonna get you guys a link to his channel in a second. Let me start my auto ride. Oh, and not drive off course. That's why auto ride is so important. Helps me read chat. Let me see. You know what? I might have actually let that slide too much. Let me try it this way. I hate the way YouTube works. I tried typing Renegade Hellcat in the search, it just gives me a ton of videos of Hellcats and some other YouTuber, but not him, not the Michael we want. Oh, and I'm getting attacked by Cougar. What are you? What is my problem? I just saved your ass from a cougar attack.
Back down and walk away, you idiot.
You know what?
I'm about
to rid the world.
You know, I saved your life. I'll take it back. Yeah, I didn't know that he was posting content to his channel either. Let's see, give me a second. There's a way, I know I can get a link for everyone. It just might take me longer than it should. Like, I literally should just be able to type his name into YouTube and have it show me a bunch of channels. But his name should be at the top. Not a bunch of videos for cars that also happen to be Hellcats. Oh, come on. Now you got witnesses. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Evening.
Hey, Mr. Milk, how's it going? No, I've not seen the series 1883. I'm aware of it, and I've watched Yellowstone. And I know that there's like a 1923 and then 1883. I hear that 1883 is like one of the best ones, if not the best one. So, but we don't have whatever subscription service you need for that one. So, unfortunately, have not watched it yet. I would like to. I would very much like to. No wasting tech. So, I don't want to overpromise at this point. But so what happened was, I was debating between Skull and Bones and Prince of Persia. So I took a look at the trophy list for both, and realized that the trophy list for Skull and Bones was going to be really hard to complete and get a platinum, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get as many games that I can get the platinum on. There's too many, like, I think because it's all online, there's too many trophies that were tied to having a crew and having enough friends and people who play that game, where I was a little concerned about it. The only person I know who plays is you, and I know at one point you had June in there with you, so I don't know if she's still playing or not. I kind of want to see where the Skull and Bones thing goes. Like, if it grows to the point where I feel like, okay, I can get these trophies and not have to worry about it. But in the moment, at that time, I was like, I'm going to do the Prince of Persia thing, which was funny because, it ended up being funny because it was a really hard platinum to get, Prince of Persia. So it's kind of like, I thought Skull and Bones was going to be hard, and then Prince of Persia was like, I don't want to say it was impossible, but it was near impossible to do some of the things that you needed to do in order to get. There's this one side quest in Prince of Persia that's probably the toughest side quest I've ever done in any game. I'll just leave it at that for now, because eventually I'll have a video for it. But anyway, so long story short, no, I didn't get Skull and Bones. I went with Prince of Persia instead. Yeah, I want to check it out. I think is it Paramount that has it? We don't have Paramount. The only reason why I got to watch Yellowstone was because it was on Amazon Prime. So maybe at some point I'll buy it, but I don't know. I'd rather not. And I'm not going to sign up for another subscription service for one show, miniseries at that. But I love Taylor Sheridan. He's like my favorite writer right now. I love the Yellowstone show. I feel like the Yellowstone background would be even better. And I hear what you're saying about it being like 1883 and very similar to Red Dead, because it's kind of like the Red Dead time period. And I'm fascinated by that period of history as well, and like everything that happened with everybody coming over from Europe and how that worked out for the Native Americans. It's just it's an interesting, maybe not such great time for our country in a lot of regards, but it's also like not necessarily the founding of our country, but I feel like a lot of the groundwork that was laid back then has kind of come back around in American society today. So I love that kind of stuff. Lessons, learning lessons from the past. A lot of people struggle with that and end up making the same mistakes, or in some cases make whole new mistakes. But
hey, you forget to pick something up?
A lot of that stuff. I think a lot of people forget about.
Right. What are you saying?
When you get into the conversation about Native Americans and how they were treated, you forget that a lot of that was brought on by our government. I think a lot of people were like, oh, it's, the white man. Well, it's like, well, it wasn't all white people. It was our government. They thought that they could, make America better without realizing that the land was already settled. And they weren't willing to go out there and do it themselves, so they tricked a bunch of Irish and French and Germans into going out and doing it for them. Freed slaves, right? Recently freed slaves. They tricked a whole bunch of people into going out and doing that crap, and ultimately getting killed by Indians and killing Indians. Native Americans, rather. Sorry, I don't usually use that term, Indians.
What's been going on with you?
But yeah, it's definitely something that interests me for sure. Has anyone heard from Christmas Family? No, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen either of them. Some of the events are co-op, but there are plenty of people already at the events when you get there, so you don't really need friends, and PvP is only allowed if your flag is on. Yeah, I saw they opened up PvP in the greater world, too. That happened right around the same time I was looking at the trophy list, and I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. So, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, it's just on hold. It was, I really wanted to play that Prince of Persia game, and even though I was kind of hearing some negative things about that, I tend not to listen to those things if it's something that I really think I'm going to enjoy. So I took maybe a little bit of a chance on Prince of Persia, and I'm glad I did. It was a great game. I had a lot of fun. I could see at the end of the year where it's probably not going to win Game of the Year at like the Game Awards or anything, but I can see at the end of the year where that game, Prince of Persia, will end up being my personal Game of the Year. We'll see, though. It's early. It's not even April yet. But it was that good. Like, it was that good to me. Plus, I'm not really sure that, you know, online multiplayer. Like, I like this because I love Red Dead. But online multiplayer is not really my thing. That was weird. Why did it... I guess I held down the button a little too hard. I don't know. You're really excited for Skull and Bones 2. You saw some gameplay reviews. Now you're not so sure. Yeah, I mean, I like the gameplay. I think the graphics look great. I love pirate lore. Like, that's, you know, I talked about the American history, the period around 1883. The other thing I love is pirates, pirate lore. It does seem like there's a lot of ship-to-ship combat, which is cool. I know Waste and Tech says heard a lot of people say that there's no like hand-to-hand combat. That's like a major complaint with a lot of people. He didn't really have a problem with that, but I might. I don't know. I think it was just a timing thing. I was close. I was so close, especially because of the free trial. But I don't know if I'm going to want to take the time to platinum that game. And I feel like if I download it onto this PlayStation, it's not going to work for me because newer games for some reason don't work on this PlayStation. Unless I buy a disc copy, I can do that too. I think that might be part of the problem with these games that I bought on this PlayStation is that because they're digital copies. I run Red Dead on a disc, a PS4 disc actually, because there's no PS5 version of this game technically. But it really was just a timing thing, and Prince of Persia was like, okay, it's been out since January. I want to get in there and start playing it. And like I said, I'm glad I did. That opened up my freaking, like, I've always been an open world gamer. I've never really checked out these Metroidvania games, and now I want to try out more. So I think in the end it was the right decision to go with Prince of Persia before Skull and Bones. But now that I'm done with Prince of Persia, maybe I come back around to Skull and Bones. I don't know, man. There's just so much going on right now. I just don't know is what I'm saying. Once the government started, half-breed, father, full-blood, Shawnee mother, German, they met when he was stationed in Germany. Yeah, so I don't know what tribe, but the guy who I thought my whole life, so as interested in it as I am, I'm more interested in the wider issue versus like my own personal heritage. But I think part of the reason why is because genetics. You know, so the guy who we thought was my step grandfather on my dad's side forever until I was like almost married. We found out like a couple months before we got married that the guy is actually my real great grandfather. Long story short, my grandmother on that side cheated on this other guy. But so anyway, he's part Native American. I don't know what tribe. There's actually Connecticut, where I'm from, is like full with tribes like Pequot. That's probably the most common one, but there's a ton of them. Maybe as small as Connecticut is, there's a ton of like smaller tribes in the area. So yeah, I'm there with you, man. It was definitely the government. It was like what I can't stand is like. You don't think they're still doing that shit today? I'm not saying you. I'm sure, hell, you seem to be one of the few with the eyes open. But there are people who, like, still to this day are like, oh yeah, government said it. It must be true. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's how millions of people get killed. Time and time again. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It sucks. And it sucks that time and time again they get these sheep of people to fall in line do what they want. It's like, no, man. Every time that's happened, the U.S. government's killed millions of people. I did not play Elden Ring. Well, actually, I shouldn't say I didn't play Elden Ring. I played Elden Ring for about a half an hour, and I had a F this I quit moment. Elden Ring was not for me. But it's funny because, again, I keep hitting the Prince of Persia thing. You guys are like, oh my god, shut up already. There's elements of Elden Ring, I think, in Prince of Persia. Like, you save your progress in your game at a tree, which I think isn't that how Elden Ring worked. I mean, I'm sure a lot of games worked. I don't think Elden Ring was the first one to do that, but it had there's certain aspects of Prince of Persia that has like an Elden Ring vibe to it. No, I couldn't really get into Elden Ring. So my whole thing with that was, I don't need a ton of hand holding when I play video games. Like, you point me in the right direction, I can usually figure stuff out. At least 90% of it. I would say probably 10% of the stuff I end up looking up right here on YouTube at other creators' videos on how to complete. But I guess of Elden Ring, it was like, there was no direction. I'm like, you land and it's like, okay, what do I do now? They're trying to get you to like make your way to something, and I was like, okay, but what, can you point me in the general direction? Like, can I get an icon on the map, or some kind of like, not necessarily a HUD display, but like something that gives me a clue as to where I'm supposed to go? And if that was in the first 30 minutes, I knew like later stages of the game was going to be even worse than that. So I was like, forget this. This is not for me. And that's not to say if it is for you, then fine. But I never really got into it. You think Sam and Chris are on a much needed break? Okay, interesting. You thought you had more Indian blood in you until the heritage DNA and found out you only have half, 1%. They were mostly Irish and English. Yeah, I'm like a huge mutt. Like, I've got, mostly French and Italian. But my grandmother on my mother's side was also like English, Irish, and then what's crazy is, not crazy, but what's interesting to me at least is, the kids, Lady Outlaws is like half Ukrainian, quarter Spanish, quarter German. So now they've got all that. Like, I didn't have any of that in my blood. So the kids are like, for as much of a mutt as I am, the kids are like crazy. I think at the end of the day, they're going to end up being mostly Ukrainian, but even that's probably like maybe 30%. But yeah, so my great-grandfather on my grandfather's side is 100% French. And my great-grandmother on my grandfather's side is 100% Italian, so that's where most of it kind of comes from. That's why I say I'm mostly French and Italian. And actually, my grandmother on my dad's side is also French. So I think at the end of the day, I'm mostly French, but you would never know to look at me. I'm tall and really white, so most people assume I'm like Russian or Eastern European, which one thing I don't have any of, at least not to my knowledge. But I at some point I should take one of those DNA tests, 23andMe, or whatever. There's two of them, right? 23andMe, and then there's one through like Ancestry.com. First 12 years of your life, you grew up on a reservation in New Mexico, taught the old ways, and got your butt kicked daily because you're half-breed. Hey, Chaotic Fox, how's it going? That's cool, though, man. I didn't know that about you. I knew you grew up in that area of the country. I didn't know. I didn't know you spent some time on the res. The only reservation I've ever even seen was out when I was hiking the Appalachian Trail with the dog a few years back. There's one kind of in the area of the Appalachian Trail here in Connecticut. Other than that, the only reservations we really have all been like converted into, casinos and casino parking lots. And that's not like a joke. Like, people used to tell jokes about that, about modern day Native Americans owning casinos. They here in this state they do. In fact, they were one of the first to kind of do it. At one point, we had like the largest casino in the world. It might still be, actually. I don't know. I was talking about it earlier because we were talking about the pizza conversation. Back to the pizza. This place called Pepe's expanded to be a chain, and they have one at the casino. One of the casinos. We have two: Mohican and Foxwoods. Mohican Sun and Foxwoods. If we ever have an Outlaws convention, that's where we're holding it. One of the 2 casinos. Outlaws Con. Heinz 57, yeah, seriously. At least, dude, at least. Another day, another dollar. Same, another day, another $0.25. If even. No money coming in these days. But no, I get you. It's all good, man. Doing well. We're actually, we got 4 more of these spots to check, and then I'll probably wrap it up. I did look for Michael's link channel. I couldn't find it, so unfortunately I can't get you guys a link. I should have grabbed it before, and I can't go back far enough in chat to grab it. He was here earlier in the stream talking about it, so. Unfortunately, YouTube will only let me scroll so far. Like even now, the first message I see was from Gen X, being a member for 6 months. And that was probably the halfway point of the stream. Chat's been busy today. 24 people in there right now. Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everyone wishing me a happy Stream-iversary. 3 years of streaming here on the channel. Just about. Technically it's tomorrow, but I'm not streaming tomorrow and I wanted to celebrate, so we're celebrating early. We're not doing anything special for it. We're just kind of talking like we usually do, real chill, outlaw style. What am I gonna have for dinner today? Let's see. We talked about it. Honestly, so we've been kind of cutting back. We've been trying to. We used to get takeout food way too much, so we had to put this, squash that a little bit. So I think what I'm settling on is frozen chicken cordon bleu. So we buy the little frozen ones, heat them up in the air fryer, and then Lady Outlaws makes like. I guess you would call it gravy or like a sauce that goes on top of it. It's really good. Really, really, really good. So for me, it doesn't really matter so much what the chicken looks like. As long as it's breaded chicken with ham in the middle and cheese, Lady Outlaws will take care of the rest of it with her sauce, or her topping. So yeah, probably chicken cordon bleu. And if I were to guess, probably some kind of rice go with it. White rice with cheese, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, luckily, Lady Outlaws is, among other great qualities, Lady Outlaws is a hell of a cook, too, so I've jokingly said. And she's a better baker than she is a cook, so she's a good cook, she's a great baker. We've joked that we should open up a restaurant, and who knows, maybe one of these days later in life we'll do that. But for now, party of one, me. Can help the stream later yourself. Alright, cool, man. I'll check you out. Usually you go live like around, what? 11 o'clock your time? Which is like 5 o'clock my time. I should be around at that point. And I'll probably be editing a video rather than playing Prince of Persia. So, like I said, I'm gonna have some more free time to start popping back into everybody's streams. Now that Prince of Persia is complete 100%. Just gonna start working on the video once I'm done with this. Working on a video, editing a video this afternoon. Try to get something up for tomorrow, because like I said, I'm not gonna be live streaming, but it'd be nice to still post a video for you guys tomorrow. Use guys. Gonna have some roasted reindeer lips, French fried whale bunions. That sounds pretty exotic. Oh, I would love to find a Liberty Quarter. Just one. Just one. Actually, we're out checking that spot, so we got one more spot to check. Around 9 or 10. Alright, so I think that's like 4 my time. Either way, that'd be the afternoon. I should definitely be able to pop in, man. I don't think I have anything going on. So, edit the video this afternoon, pick up the kids, probably play Horizon with Morgan. If not, edit more videos, and then at that point, be ready to pop into your stream. You playing Skull and Bones? How about let you try and convince me some more to buy that game? No, you don't need to convince me. I'm probably gonna get it at some point. So yeah, last coin spot of the day. Let's see. Started playing Red Dead Online last week after 10 years. Oh, Red Dead 1. Yeah, nice, man. I actually just finished up about 2 weeks ago. Well, maybe 3 weeks ago I finished up playing that. But I did the whole thing. I did Red Dead 1, Undead Nightmare. Ended up fully platinuming that game. It's good stuff. It was really good stuff. I can see now why so many people push so hard for them to do a remake. I kind of want to go back and play Red Dead Revolver. I know there's no real tie-in. But the mechanics and everything weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. Some people were like, oh, it's so hard to ride your horse and drive a wagon. It's a little more difficult than it was in this game, but it wasn't like... I mean, it was doable. It was achievable. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A little bit wonky, but nothing too bad. Yeah, exactly. And in fact, I mean, I'm pretty adaptable, so what would happen with me was I would adjust to playing that style of it, and then when I came back to doing, you know, Red Dead Online, that was a little challenging. It's always going to be challenging with different button combinations or whatever the case may be. It's true of any game. So, Skull and Bones tonight. Or maybe you already because you haven't played it in a minute, you miss it. Alright, well, well, we can talk about this later. We'll talk about it later during your stream. If you end up playing RDO, I may have a couple gifts for you. But we'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in your chat when you're streaming. I couldn't find it, man. I couldn't find the link. Alright, Kratos, take care, bud. Yeah, I couldn't find the link for Michael's channel, which, you know, it's too bad. I may take a few minutes to try and find it, but it's hard because I want to keep moving, right? I want to keep my stream going. But I can't. I tried searching his full name, too. I tried searching both Renegade Hellcat and Michael Hobson, and I couldn't find... you know, you would think that YouTube would be like, oh, Renegade Hellcat? Okay, here's the creator. But no, it's just a bunch of videos. A bunch of Hellcat videos from like the 70s and the newer ones. YouTube's search functionality is not the best. I wish I knew what his actual user ID was, because then you could just use the @ symbol and search it. But I tried to @ Renegade Hellcat and it didn't work, so. Yeah, I was hoping Rowdy would show up and he could tell us exactly what it is. But I'm probably going to be done by the time Rowdy gets here, because that's pretty much it. I may take one more crack at these vultures. If I can get a camp. Probably won't get a camp here, and I didn't think so. Where's my camp again? No, it's not too far. Let me go to my camp. You've got the link. Can you, I can't let you post it in here, IPA, but can you send it to me through PS? I'll just bring it up on my phone, and then once I find it on my phone, I can make it a little more easy to find on my tablet here. Essentially, I have 2 wagons. I have one full wagon and one that's at like 90%. So we can maybe do a couple wagons if you wanted. It's up to you. I don't want to tell you what to do on your stream. And honestly, I'd rather have you do Skull and Bones so I can sit and watch. But it's your stream, dude. You do what you want to do. Don't let me convince you at all.
Morning.
Havoc, something like that. I don't know. Is it Havoc? It's hard to know because he would come in, with Michael Hobson for the longest time, and then it became Renegade Hellcat. Good morning, John Cena. I see your chat, but I can't see your profile picture. It's a profile picture of an invisible person. Send it to my CT account? Cool, let me grab that real quick. Let me just get the camp here. And while we're fast traveling over to Armadillo, I'll grab that link. And then we're going to try to find some vultures. It should be a good time of day for it now. Although apparently that one was there at night last time I was there. Alright, let me try this. So, I tried Renegade Hellcat. Maybe it's because I wasn't capitalizing correctly. I mean, it should have come up based on what IPA just sent me. Renegade, and then the H is capitalized. And then the C of cat is capitalized as well. Nope, still didn't work. So dumb, dude. Unless it's on his end, he just doesn't have it searchable. But if I type in @Renegade Hellcat, that should bring up his, like, not his channel necessarily, but like his little profile picture, which then should allow me to click on his channel. Give me a minute. Okay, now I've subscribed, so I should just be able to go to my subscriptions and find it, but who knows, because again, YouTube. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. There you go. That's Michael's channel. So he said he's going live like around noon. They may be an hour behind me though. I always forget him and Rowdy if they're an hour behind or if not Eastern. So he may be talking about like an hour and a half from now, not a half an hour from now. But either way, there you go. That's another channel you guys can subscribe to. Go follow Michael. Tell him I sent you. I'll probably even be in there. There's Vulture number 2. You may have gifts and skull and bones from me. I know. That's the one tempting part about it, is that you're so far along, and you have all these ways to, like, rank me up quickly. I saw you doing that with June, and I was like, tempting. For sure. Is this another one right here? Yep, sweet. There's your 3 vultures. So like I said, right along these train tracks, when we were here earlier, it was nighttime, so these guys weren't spawning in, but vultures, vultures, vultures. Yeah, I know they're in Indiana. I'm just not sure it was that Eastern time zone or what. That's where it gets a little funny. Like I know, like Will and Ashley, I always forget they're technically Central time zone because they're so far out west. They basically should be Mountain time zone. Which, depending on the time of year you're in the States, Mountain time zone may be the same as Central time zone. It gets so freaking. I hate freaking time zones, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Eastern. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I bet you there's parts of Indiana that are Eastern and parts that are Central. And where's Rowdy? We need Rowdy to help us all out with this. Is Indiana Midwest? Eastern. Oh, there it is. It's Eastern time. Most of Indiana is the Eastern time zone, except 12 counties in Northwest, Southwest Indiana that have remained or changed to Central time zone. So it's either 30 minutes from now or an hour and 30 minutes from now. We didn't really answer that question. Thank you. Don't. Thank you. No, thank you, Google. But here's a recap of what we did today. Let's take a look at daily challenges. We ended up with our 6 or 7 because we found these vultures. The only thing I didn't do was this PvP. Thrown weapons and free roam events. I hate when they do that because I feel like thrown weapons in showdowns is doable. Sometimes they force you to do thrown weapons. The problem is if you go and try to throw weapons around a free roam event, other than maybe dynamite in King of the Castle, if you get a bunch of people in the castle, I feel like trying to throw weapons, you're going to die before you get the kill. So, wouldn't recommend that one. Either way, I'm not doing it. We didn't end up with a 9 for 9. It's been a long time since I haven't done a 9 for 9, but the rule challenges kind of suck today. We got half of a daily here. I could bounce another lobby and hopefully get an animal, legendary animal, but I'm just not going to waste my time with it. Same thing with Hearty Tonics. You could do those, you just got to bounce lobbies a couple times, not have gold coin. 20 carcasses, I could go do a bunch of small animals, but I'm just not going to do it. None of these are good. Like, I don't mind dailies that take a little bit of time to complete, but for the most part, when I'm doing dailies, I'm looking for stuff that I can get done quick, like these vaults. Like, oh, hold on. Before we close out the stream today, though, I hear shots being fired. Let's go do this. Campground defense. Go out with a bang. Outlaws here to save the day. No. You're just... What are you gonna... Dude, I love it. Like, my favorite thing in this game is interrupting NPCs when they're shit talking. For once, Rowdy isn't online. Yeah, go sub to Michael. He's going live for the first time and soon. Either in a half an hour or an hour and a half. Let me loot these guys. Let's see if we get a treasure map. We did get a treasure map. I should go do the treasure think I even have 3 now. Capitale. Nice. The day is complete, guys. We got some Capitale. Like, what more could you ask for? Holy hell. I was hoping to get a few more hat shots. That hat shots is getting so close to being reset. Alright, so yeah, dailies we talked about. Pin stuff. Where did the hat shots end up? A few more ambushes. We didn't really get wanted at all. We did help the one guy in Blackwater. Some sniper rifle kills, headshots, and otherwise. I'm glad that these are like kind of staying close. I think that means I'm getting better at the sniper rifle. I don't know. We did get a Blood Money Crime mission credit because we did the Sean mission. Again, if you do a Sean mission and you just do the free roam mission, you still get credit for a Blood Money mission today. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to pick Blood Money from Sean. Just do a free roam one. Go kill an alligator like I did. 95 hideouts cleared. That one's getting close. I'll probably set that the next week or so. 991 on the hat shots. Exactly 777 on the foot mileage. Should play lottery today. 930 items sold defense. Didn't do any of that. Did a couple of those. Did a little bit of that. Didn't do any of those. Did one of those. So, anyway, that's your recap for the week, right? So, it's only Thursday, but it feels like Friday because I'm not streaming tomorrow. It's Good Friday. Kids are off from school. Wife's off from work. We're going to find something to go do as a family. So, looking forward to that. Should be back next week. Let me check the schedule. Monday is actually, it's going to be a new month. Uh-oh. April Fool's Day Monday. Nice. April Fool's Day Monday and the new RDO month Tuesday. Should be a good week next week. So, realize I'm saying next week a day early. It's not quite Friday yet, but that's going to do it for me. So, have a great Friday and a great weekend, everyone. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Until next time, everyone, take care.